guys, and welcome back to Betty's Simple Kitchen. In the last video, I showed you how to make keksicles, which turned out to be so beautiful. This week, I have decided to show you tips, tricks, and secrets of crafting a perfect pop from a leftover cake. There is something about a cake pop. I think it's the size and the lolly stick. They remind me of a cupcake. Cute and beautiful. We will need a leftover cake, which will make this process to go very quick, or you can go ahead and make a cake from scratch. But if you don't want to make your own cake balls with your hands, you can go ahead and use this mold. I got it from the supermarket for only €3, so it's quite cheap than getting it online. And that is how I came to realize that even the food colors are way cheaper from the supermarket than getting them online. We will also need coating chocolate. I'm using dark and white chocolate, but you can also use Caddy Melts or Caddy Quick. We will also need cake pop sticks for putting into our cake balls. I will also be working with some sprinkles. Now, let us pop into the process. First, I will start by melting the chocolate. I am using the double boiler method, but you can use your microwave if you like. I like chopping the chocolate into small pieces so that it can melt faster. I will use 3/4 of the chocolate, and after everything has melted, I will add the other quarter so that I can attain the right temperature to work with. As my chocolate is melting slowly, I will now start to crumble the cake. You can add frosting or cream. I am using my leftover chocolate ganache, but do not add too much of it because we don't want a wet and a greasy cake pop. Once your frosting and cake is mixed together, it's time to roll our mixture into balls. By the way, you can use a tablespoon or an ice cream scoop just to have your balls in the same size. I like to first squeeze it to make sure that everything has mixed very well, and then I cup my hand so that I'm able to make a nice ball. Now it's time to put our stick. Carve a little opening and dip it slightly into the coating, and then you push it halfway through the cake ball. By the way, if you don't have sticks, you can make a truffle like a ball. I think this one looks really nice, as simple as that. Before you dip your cake balls into the coating, they first need to be cold. So I'm going to put this in the freezer for 5 minutes, or you can put them in the fridge for 10 minutes. I am going to tint the coating, but you can remain with one color, and to be honest, it's less work when you're working only with one color. Now, dip the cake ball into the coating until it's completely covered. Make sure the base where it meets the rolly stick is also well covered. Then tap the stick against the edge of your container, and at the same time, roll it a little bit to make it smooth and to allow the excess coating to drop off. Immediately decorate your cake balls with sprinkles if you like, and you can put them into a styrofoam block if you have one, or you can make one from a box. I first poked tiny holes into it so that it's easy for me to put the lolly stick. If you want a fancy one, use the marble technique by mixing two colors. If you want it more intense than mine, add a little bit more color. If you enjoyed this video so far, please give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Allow your cake pops to air dry, and by the way, you can make this one ahead of time because they freeze beautifully. I have a tip for you to avoid your cake pop from cracking. Do not put them in the fridge or in the freezer for too long, and also your coating chocolate should not be hot when you are working with it. You know, the sudden change of temperature, they are coming from the freezer, they are very cold, and the chocolate is too warm, is going to cause them to crack. So if you want to avoid that, do not put them too long in the fridge and do not work with very warm coating. Once your cake pops have air dried, they should look like this. By the way, I went ahead and I worked with a metallic spray that gave this beautiful golden color. And the process, guys, as you have seen, it's quite easy, especially when you are working with only one color. I made my work a bit hard by working with different colors, but they turned out beautiful. You don't need any special equipment like molds, and it's a way of using your leftover cake. I hope that you are going to give this recipe a try. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, bye bye.